Good morning. Today is Friday, July 6th. We're going to take a quick look at a chart on BBDA. That's Bebida Beverage Company, trading on the pink sheets. And yesterday, BBDA closed at 0027. That was a gain of 22.7% on 108 million shares in volume. Notice the day's range was between 002 and 003, where it saw some resistance. I was watching the level 2 and I noticed UBSS had a large offer up on the ask at 003. So we'll see if today, if they can't break through that resistance. A couple of the technicals that I want to point out on the chart are these crosses of the moving averages. Notice the 20-day moving average has climbed above the 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages, and BBDA continues to hold above all these moving averages, which is a very good sign. Earlier in June, you saw the big run up from 0003 all the way up to 0039. There is a consolidation, a little retracement, but she held over 50% of her gains, and we've been seeing higher lows off of this support at 0012, and the stock has been making higher highs and higher lows off of this bottom after the consolidation from the big run up. I like that the volume was really big here when we saw the price per share move up, and notice the RSI got up in the power zone at this time, and that's when the stock decided to break out. Notice that RSI is back in the power zone. It crossed through the 70 line. Currently the RSI is at 72.09, so that's showing some strength. You got the PPO lines that are looking like they could get ready to converge soon, but there's still some separation between them. And the slow stow recently crossed here. This is a good sign. The slow stow crossed over, and the slow stow is above the 50 line, and it's also above the 50 overlay. So all these indicators are looking good because they're holding above the 50 overlay. Notice back here when the RSI first got above the 50 overlay, she made a little move from 0003 to 0005. The RSI came back below that 50 overlay, but then once she punched through that 50 overlay again, then the stock really started to move. And same with the PPO. The PPO got above the 50 overlay, came and tested it, but held above that 50 overlay as support. And same with the slow stow. Once it got above that 50 overlay, it's held above it as support, and we've seen the stock start to make some nice moves. All in all, the chart looks ripe for BBDA. We're going to keep this one on our watch list. Next key resistance point is going to be 003. After that, it's going to be 0037 and 0039. So those are some key resistance points to watch out for. If it can get above those resistance points, we could enter what's known as blue sky territory, and there's no telling how high she could go if she could break through these resistance points. On the other side, we want to see it hold support at the 0014 range. This was a previous high, and it was a resistance point. I'd like to see this hold as support. So we want to see this support hold at 0014, and 002 is now a new support level. That was yesterday's low. Thanks for watching, and be sure to stop by BlueHorseshoeStocks.com. We've been having some tremendous successful picks lately, and we're going to continue to keep our track record going strong.